Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Panthers going up against the Bills. With that, let's get up to Ralph Wilson Stadium in Orchard Park. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Buffalo Bills. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Newton on first down. And caught left side, Olsen. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off. A really nice read by the offense. They caught the defense not covering the middle of the field, went to the post route, and found the receiver wide open for a nice game.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
On first down, Newton looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's taking it right down Broadway. Picked off by and he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense, as they come back back onto the field. They had their struggles in Week 3 against Minnesota. It's strange to think they already have 2 losses. They didn't get their second loss last year until the Super Bowl.
Last year was almost a track meet for them, especially on offense. It wasn't their last 3 home games. Prior to that, they were averaging 42 points
42.
a game. So
and got his man complete. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play that time. Newton to Benjamin. 72 yards. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And I think for LaShawn McCoy, the 17-carry, 110-yard performance with 2 touchdowns in Week 3, the best he's looked since leaving Philly.
First 2 weeks of the season, combined yardage was only 7 yards more, I believe, than what he ran for this past Sunday. So when you look at that, and then you remember last season, the Bills led the league in rushing. They've got to make sure he touches the football and gets their running game going.
3rd and 2, now Taylor, flush to his right. And this is caught by Watkins. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 59 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive, but they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Now Stewart on 1st down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Quickly now, a look at the Buffalo defense.
Ronald Darby's selection makes a general manager look good. A terrific ball hawk who is eager to tackle in the run game.
Offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And it'll be 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Looking for the tight end. And nothing but daylight ahead. Picked off by... And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Stewart is the lone setback. Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Over the middle here to Brown. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They will go for it. Now Newton. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Preston Brown coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 3. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's